Hi friends, welcome to Code World YouTube channel. My name is Basha. In the previous video, we discussed about some methods in the set, right? There are is subset method, is disjoint method, union method, and intersection method. Make sure you watch that video and come to this video. The link of that video is in description below and above iCard. Please check it out. In this video, we are going to discuss about dictionary. Before going to dictionaries, I want to tell you one thing, like a small story. For example, I want to store a data of a student. Student name, student age, and student marks. How to store that? List. We have data type called list, right? By using that, we can store that. Let me show you. I'm going to open my Sublime. I already explained about list in previous videos. Okay, I'm taking student list, student, and student name, Basha, and student age, 21, and out of that, 23 marks. Okay. I'm going to print my list. Okay, let me run this. See, my list is printed. Okay, now it is fine. I'm storing the data of student in this list. Okay, but what if we saw this code after a long time? We get confused, right? Which is marks and which is age? Here there are two numeric values, 21 and 23. So we get confused which is marks and which is age. Someone saw this code, they also get confused which is marks and which is age. The student have only three values, name, age, and marks. What if any list have more than three values, that is like 10 values? For example, we are going to work on a project on Python. There we have to take suppose 100 values. Then there's a lot of chance to get confused, right? So to avoid this, dictionaries are came into picture. Python provides a powerful data type, that is dictionary. So in this video, we are going to discuss about dictionary. See the agenda? How to define and create a dictionary, how to access the elements in dictionary, how to change the values in dictionary, and how to add elements to the dictionary. Okay. In the previous videos, I told you that there are four data types to store multiple elements. Among the four, we discussed about list, tuple, and set in previous videos. Now, in this video, we are going to discuss about dictionary. So, get into the video. First, let me define dictionary. Dictionary is a collection of key and value of pairs separated by colon enclosed in curly brackets. Dictionaries are mutable, hence they can be altered after their creation. So example, here for same data, student, I am create dictionary here, student, curly brackets, name, name, Basha, age, 1 to 21, right? Marks, marks are 23 out of 30. Alright, let me print my dictionary. Point student. Run this. See, my dictionary is printed. Now here, there is no chance to get confused, right? See, you define age and age is 21, marks is 23. There is key, right? To the values, there is key. That's why we don't get confused. Next, to access elements in the dictionary, there are two ways. First way, you can access the elements of dictionary by referring to the key name inside square bracket. For example, I want to print 23. 23 key name is marks. So I print like this. Student, square brackets, and in square brackets I have to give age. Now I run this. 21 is printed. To print name, I do like this. The name is printed. Let me show you the another dictionary. For example, temperature. For example, temperature of Monday, 45, Tuesday, 42, 43, Wednesday, 41, Thursday, Friday, 38, Saturday, and Sunday, 49. Okay, like this. This is my dictionary which tells us the temperature recorded in a week. For example, I'm taking some random values. So now to access the temperature of Thursday, we print like this: temperature of Thursday. See, let me print this. The 46 is printed. This is temperature of Thursday. And to print temperature of Sunday, see 49 is printed. We can access elements in dictionary like this by referring to its key name inside square brackets like this. Okay, the second way is there is a method, that is get method. By using this get method we can access the elements in dictionary. Let me show that. Print dictionary name temperature dot get, and inside this get we have to give the key name. For example, Tuesday. Run this. The 43 is printed. Tuesday temperature is 43. And Friday, the 38 is printed. Okay. These are the two methods to access the elements in the dictionary. You want me to teach more about this Python? Make sure you comment below. Hey, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on my future videos. We can change value of a specific element by referring to its key like this. For this example, I want to change the value of temperature of Monday. By mistake I required 45, it is 44. So I am changed like this. Temperature of Monday is equal to 44. Now if I print my dictionary, print temperature, run this, see this is updated. Next, to add elements to the dictionary, we add elements using new key and new value to assign to that key like this. So simple and easy. Print name. Strings are given in double quotes or single quotes. It is valid to give in double quotes or single quotes. And age 21 and marks 23. Print student dictionary. Okay, my dictionary is printed. Now to add elements, so suppose I want to add a roll number. So to add that, student and new key roll number and value to that. Sorry, roll number is 100. And now I'm going to run this. See, the new value is added here. Roll number 100. Like this, we add elements to a dictionary. We can do this by using a method called update method. See the syntax: dictionary dot update, and in the round brackets we have to give iter. Update method take only one parameter, that is iter. Iter is a dictionary or an iterable object with key and value which we want to insert. Let me show that. We are going to insert roll number by using this update method. Okay, student dot update, and here roll number colon, roll number is 100. This time I will give 101, show you the change. We run this. See, roll number 101 is added. To create an empty dictionary with no values, we can do like this. Like this. I print my dictionary table. Okay, this is empty dictionary. Remember this, these curly brackets are used to create set also. So how to create a set with no elements? empty set. To create a set with no element, we have to use the method called set method. Set. And now if I print this will be empty set. If I give like this will become dictionary. This is empty dictionary. Okay. In the next video, I'll discuss the code to make phone book, a simple phone book. So if you don't want to miss that video, please hit the red subscribe button and activate the bell icon so you get notified when I upload that video. That's it for this video, friends. See you in next video. If you like this video, please hit the like button. Comment your opinion on this video in the comment section below. For more videos, please subscribe to my channel. Make sure you hit the bell icon to get notifications. Thank you for watching.